So anyway, yeah, like I think tomorrow the swell's gonna be lurching around for a few days, but because tomorrow it's gonna peak in the afternoon. So I think yeah, it's hard to explain. Like it's just because this spot is pretty fickle, right? Like right here, even though it looks like totally calm and everything, like look at these lucky little kids. I wish I would have been like them, grow up on the North Shore. Ah, how's it? Hey, you guys are so lucky. I wish I would have grew up on the North Shore. Rip it. um. Anyway, I was just saying. Yeah, man, these kids. Why there's such good surfers out there? Like, they just rip. Like, I don't think they realize how lucky they have it to grow up and just learn how to surf your entire life. That is like the best thing ever. Like, these kids right there, they're having like the greatest summer of their lives because they got to a whole like half a school year off, and now they just get to surf. And then also because there's no tourists here, there's like less people in the water, so all these like little groms, like grom is a term for like a little surfer person, groms and gromettes. I don't think it's derogatory. I just think it means like little surfers. So like everybody, like even like regular surfers are enjoying this because there's hardly it's no like less crowds in the water. Like you don't have a lot of tourists that don't know what they're doing that could just like slam a board right into you. Like but oh, what I was saying, this spot right here. So even though it looks totally mellow right here, like other spots on the north side of this island, it's pretty good right now. But I drove by them and looked, and even though there's less people here, like everybody is going out and trying to catch these waves. So it's actually almost like the same amount of people surfing, because normally what would happen is not everybody would surf on the same day, but now because people have to work and stuff, right? So you used to be able to, like, if you had a Wednesday off, you'd come out and surf Wednesday afternoon and hardly anybody be on the waves. But now, since like 70% of the people are not working right now, or I don't know, working from home, they can go surf whenever they want. So now there's always people like surfing the good spots, and especially because today this is like a perfect offshore breeze. Like mellow, like. But anyway, I drove by this one place that's before here, and I saw a bunch of people out there, and I saw this longboard just do cartwheels like a windmill. It wasn't like this person on the longboard just pearled it and like pearl it, and then the board flips over and then it's done, right? This board, like somebody totally, I'm not gonna say kook, because that's a kind of derogatory term, is like totally messed up on this wave, like on the top of the wave, and this longboard just went spinning like a windmill. I saw it spin like 5 times, and when I was driving by, like that just happened, I was like, I am not going to surf there, no effing way. Like I am not going to have some windmill lawnmower just smash me. So I just came out here, like over here there's actually good waves right over here, but these guys, since it's kind of their home territory, like you got to know the rules. Like since this is their spot, and even though I've been here for quite a while, like since 2003, this is like literally not really their surf spot, but since those are all really good surfers out there, I'm not going to go and like encroach on their perfect offshore breeze with like just a one spot breaking. I'm not going to go in there and try to like snake their waves. So I mean, sometimes you just got to respect, and like some of those guys out there, they could be like professional surfers, because I think the world's, wow, I'm sorry, this camera's totally shaking all over the place. But anyway, let me zoom out. Like the World Surf League is canceled, so there's a lot of professional surfers. Like I was out here, I don't remember what day, and I saw like 2 professional surfers, and I just totally got out of the way and let them have the waves, and I just tried to like catch waves on the inside. But like right now, there can be like, if you see somebody out there that's just like ripping the waves and just like doing floaters and like 180s in the air, like launch off the waves and spin a 180, like, you know, that's probably a professional surfer. I mean, oh, what I was gonna say earlier, like a long time ago, like in 2004, when I was talking about that face stain, I was surfing this one spot, and I've only caught a barrel like 3 times, but one time was a really good one. And it was a total accident. Like, I don't even know how it happened. I just remember going left on this wave and pumping and getting up like towards the top of the wave, and it was starting to like, it was so fast, and I crouched down like one knee was on the board and my the other knee was up, and I was holding onto the rail. And then I realized I was in a barrel, and by the time I realized that it has happened, I just shot out of the barrel, and water just like whoosh, like it kind of shows like a little vacuum there. Like, I don't know how long I was in there, but when I came out of that barrel, this guy was like hooting and hollering at me. There's only us 2 out there, and he was like, "Wow, sick barrel, dude!" And like, I didn't even realize it was happening. Like that, it was so fast, and then you get like tunnel vision, and like I realized it was happening, but I was so amazed it was happening, like it didn't really process, and I just felt the water just like barely like touch a couple hairs on my head. I think like if I would have known what I was doing and not been so high up on the wave, it would have been better. Like I could have probably like just like I could have just like squatted down a little bit and caught a totally sick barrel. But since I was like, some reason I decided, oh, here's a Black Hawk, here's a Black Hawk. Yeah, go get him, Buzz. Yeah, Army. Maybe that's Army. I don't know. Night Stalker. But yeah. So that barrel, right? Since I was so high up on that wave, I was just able. I had to squat down, but if like I know what I was doing. And then there was a couple other ones where I don't know. There could have been other times I caught barrels. Like I used to be actually a pretty decent surfer before my body just like when I was in the military, it's like in super good shape. But now I like neglected, because when you're in the military, you like run and you do all this other stuff, and like for surfing you need to like build up other muscles in your body to be able to be a good surfer. You can't just like have strong upper body. Like you have to have like surfing, you have to have every part of your body strong. So like the military was perfect conditioning for surfing, like doing PT every day and doing all these weird things. Like it built all of these muscles in my body I needed, because you need like good stomach muscles, you need good back muscles, you need good shoulder muscles, you need good leg muscles, you need good thigh muscles, you know, like all these good muscles to do everything, because it's like a total, you're surfing, you need your total body to perform. Like right now, because I can't really jog and stuff, so like I'm just at like half speed, so like every once, like that's why I have such a low wave count. Let me pause it, let me move. That's why I have such a low wave count, because since I can't really jog because of my knee, like my knee strength is good. But what I've noticed is, since I started just swimming with my little lifeguard flippers and my little mask, I don't use the breathing tube, but I noticed since I've been swimming a lot, I like build up the strength in my knees, and even though like I think my ACL is almost torn again, I've built the muscles around it. And I've noticed I've been doing a lot of swimming. And then like the other day, like I was almost gonna give up trying to surf. Like I was just gonna like, I get a longboard, I don't care. And like the other day, I think it was here. It was here, because I don't really surf that many other places. Like I caught like 5 waves and like 3 good face waves, and I was just like, wow, how am I surfing so good all of a sudden? And then I realized, oh, it's because I've been swimming a lot. Like, I made a couple videos about swimming, and that swimming, like, helped build up the strength in my legs. And so it, like, helped me surf. So, like, going from hardly, like, barely catching one or two waves, and they're kind of junky ones, to just catching 6 waves because I was swimming for so long and I almost give up on surfing. It was, that feeling is like one of the best feelings ever. You just, like, after you catch 4 good waves, 3 good waves, and 3 other like half good waves, you have such a good feeling after that. You're just like, oh, I feel so good. Yeah, like, and when you're out there, you're like so happy. Like, I was just talking to people and like being friendly, and they might have thought I was being a weirdo, or they'd probably like, oh, he's on drugs. Like, no, I'm not on drugs. I just try. I want to be a happy person, and I like try to talk and make like be a happy person. Like, I don't want to go around and be sad all the time. Like, I thought I was prepared for this whole like everybody stay in your home situation thing, because I was like, man, I work so much. I just stay in my home. I work like almost 2.5 jobs, and like what I didn't realize, like I had friends, right? But my friends were the people I would go meet and surf every day, because I knew the whole group of this place I would surf at, and we would just like, because we all were so busy, we would see each other in the water and we would just talk to each other. Like, those were my surfing friends. And then I had like friends I would, like, even though I don't drink anymore, I still go to like the, wow, I'm gonna edit that out. Well, I go to this bar close to my house, and I was friends with the bartenders. I like usually talk to the bartenders, like talk to them, and they like, they're always busy, and I always make them laugh. Like, when they're busy, I'd be saying funny stuff to them, but I know when not to bother them. Like, and then like when it calms down, they talk to me and have a conversation, and like I didn't. And then like at this Bali restaurant, there's this waitress. She always comes and we talk story. Like, I don't even know like if she has a boyfriend or what, but I just figured like, wow, there's like this Vietnamese restaurant. I just figured, well, she's probably so attractive, she probably has a boyfriend. So like I didn't even try to like figure that out. But yeah, she was like my friend, and like a lot of times, if I can literally just like talk to a really attractive girl and just like have her be my friend. And then like at this other place I go eat, the waiters there were my friend, and I would just like randomly talk to people. I could get water. Like, I don't know, I drink a beer every once in a while at the bar, but there's no reason why I stopped drinking. I just did. Like, I don't even know why. I just like, uh, oh, I know what happened. Like, so I don't know. I was probably drinking maybe like 4 tall boys a week or something, maybe more when the college football was on. And then like I stepped on this rusty tack. This might have been like last October, and I didn't realize like my foot. I was like surfing, and then my neck felt really tight and all weird. And I was like, wow, what's going on? I didn't tweak anything. And then I noticed like my foot was swollen up, and I went to the doctor. He's like, oh, you got like some kind of metal thing in your foot. Do you want to just let it put it out, or you want me to take it out? I was like, well, I'll just take it out. And then he took it out, and then like shortly after that, the next day, oh my gosh, my neck hurt, my shoulder hurt, like everything hurt. And then I realized, oh my gosh, I have not got a tetanus shot for like over 15 years, because like I thought it was like, I don't know if I thought it was like a flu shot. Like, I knew you had to get a tetanus shot, but I just blew it off. So I think I had like a reaction to the tetanus shot, and I was like sick for a month. Like, got antibiotics. Like, nobody would tell me, because they're like, you have to have lockjaw. I was like, why? Why do I have to have lockjaw? I've read like 15 different symptoms you can have from like having a tetanus reaction. They're like, no, you have to have lockjaw. But anyway, make a long story short, so like that whole time, it was almost like a month. Like there was like a week where I was like, wow, this sucks. Like, lay down and sleep all day, and then like, but I just didn't drink that whole time. And then like after I got better, like I read all the things about like having a negative reaction, like not having the tetanus shot and then having like a rusty tack in my foot and then like having the thing out and then going in your bloodstream and everything. Like all the symptoms I read is like, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. They say, it says you're supposed to be in the hospital for a few days to get all kinds of antibiotics and IVs, but since they just gave me antibiotics, like everything I read about is like in about 3 to 4 weeks you'll get better. And then sure enough, I was better 4 weeks later. And then I just didn't drink that whole time. And I was like, you know what? I didn't drink that whole time. Let's see how long I can go without drinking. And then all of a sudden, I was like, 2 months later, I was like, wow. And then I went to the bar and like I got a beer and I drank like half of it. And then I don't know if it got warm or what. And then like I drank it again and I just like almost threw up. It's like, oh my God, it's so gross. Like don't get me wrong, cold beers are still good, but like I don't know, when I see like people buying like a quart of whiskey, like I almost get a little like throw up in my stomach because I think about, oh my God, that'd be so gross to just drink all that whiskey. But I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, I'm so better than everybody, I stopped drinking. I was like, not even intentional, like it just happened. And now like I guess my body has adjusted not to drinking because like even though I only drank like 4 or 5 tall boys a week, my body has adjusted to it. So now like if I drink alcohol, like it's almost tastes, I don't even know how to explain it. My body just like wants to reject it. Like it's not like it tastes bad, but my body just screams like, no, don't drink this. Like it's almost like my body thinks it's poison. So yeah, I don't know, it's weird. Like it could be like in my psychological thing, who knows. But like I'll drink like on New Year's Eve. I'm not like totally like I can't drink because I can't control myself. That's not even it at all. It's just like it happened in a weird way. Let me get into this angle. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, anyway, enough about the not drinking stuff. So this is my 6'6" shortboard. Actually, I can't remember what happened. Like I had to have it repaired. Like it was almost to the point it buckled. But then this guy did such a good repair job on it. I haven't surfed on it for a long time, and now like it has a little bit like another layer of glass. So it's a little more stronger. So like this is what I've been catching my good waves on. I have another one that's basically exactly the same as that board, but it's like since it's like totally beat down, even though like this board was made from S-cloth. I guess it's like some kind of fiber cloth they use. I don't know, NASA uses this for something. So basically like one layer of S-cloth is like 1.5 times the strength of normal fiberglass cloth. So like this board, I can't remember exactly, but I think like the top of the board has like 5 layers of fiberglass cloth and the bottom layer has like 4. I don't know, it's something like that. But like since you have this S-cloth, like 5 layers on the top, so since it's 1.5 times stronger, that's like actually having 5, let's see, wow, I can't do math right now. So 2, that's having like, that would be like 8.5 layers on the top, and like having 4 on the bottom is like having 6 on the bottom with this S-cloth. Don't ask me how to explain it. So yeah, and then I have this other board that's like, I don't know, this guy was like this board was made from a machine, and this other guy, he would hand shape boards, and he made me like, I think it's like a 6'9" or something, but like it's got such a thick fiberglass job, like this board, like that board is like for surfing like really big waves. Like I can't surf big waves, like nah, I ain't doing that. But basically, so I have 3 boards, like the one like this that's like I totally surfed that one out. It's like almost ready to be retired. And then I got to figure out that other board. Like like how it's kind of weird. Like, since this is the board I caught a bunch of those waves on, now my mind thinks it only works on this board. And then like my other potato chip board, like I probably won't even surf that thing. Like, I don't know, maybe I will. And then so I have 3 boards that are surfable. Then I have like, so all my other boards, like even if I snap them, I'll keep them. Like if I can, like if I snap a board in the water and I can get the front of it, I'll keep it. So I have like 6 boards in my apartment, plus these 3, and like the other just display boards. Like I look at that board and like, oh, I remember on this board I was doing this, and this. Like when you look at the board, you remember like everything you did. It's like a memory trigger device. So like out of my 5 display boards, probably like 2 of those you could surf, maybe. I don't know. I think one of them disappeared. Like I don't know if like one of my friends stole one of my display boards. Like, okay, you could have just asked me, I would let you have it. But I don't know, one of them is just gone. Like, I don't think it's buried under anything. Like, how can you lose a surfboard? But so I might only have like, I think I had 6 display boards, now I have 5. So in my apartment I have 8 surfboards right now. And yeah, so yeah, I've been mumbling long enough. This is like super long deep thoughts by Silent J. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. See, from down here, like people having a good time. And come over here, over here, over here, over here. Other people having a good time. And like tomorrow morning, I'm going to try to come up right when the sun rises, just like this. Like a little bit before, just when it's dark. You can barely see anything. I'll come out here and then there'll probably be like shoulder high little fun waves out there, hopefully. If not, I'll just go do something else and then come back later until... yeah, I just like shoulder high waves. That's about it. Like anything above that, like I probably could surf it, but it's like you have to paddle so hard and all that stuff. So basically I just like shoulder high waves, which is probably like a 5-foot face. And you think 5 feet doesn't sound that tall, but try laying down and imagine like a 5 feet of water just going into a wave. It's like when you're laying down, 5 feet seems like 5 times the height that it really is. But anyway, I hope everybody's weathering the storm of not catching the weird cold flu thing. And I hope everybody's not getting cabin fever. Like honestly, like you can go outside and have a walk. Like it's okay. Like when they say go inside and don't leave your house, like you can go outside and like run around in the park and stuff. Like you can't, like literally you don't have to stay in your house. Like take a break, go outside, ride your bike. You know, if you want to wear your mask, wear your mask. Like honestly, I don't know if this is a really bad thing or if there's just overreaction, but just it's better to be safe than sorry. Like some of my videos might seem like I'm trying to like say this is all like whatever, but that is just like my comedy thing, and that's probably why I get so little views on like some of my videos, because I guess I probably made fun of the thing, the kind virus. But honestly, I do not know. I don't know if this like is a really bad thing, or if they're just like, you know, I'm gonna stop talking about it because I don't want to, like, yeah, whatever. Just like when you don't know, if you don't know something, why not just, it's better safe than sorry. So why not wear a mask? Why not wear gloves? Why not just wash your hands all the time? Why not just do it? Like I was a little frustrated when I went to the grocery store and like, you can't come in, you don't have a mask. And then I just went to my car and put like luckily I had another t-shirt just wrapped around. Like really, I was kind of mad that day when that happened, but really when I think about it, I was like, that's not a bad idea. Because just think, before all this stuff started happening, people would just be like sneezing all over the place, like rapid fire coughing. I was like, cover your mouth, dude. Stop being a dick. Don't sneeze everywhere. And now like people like totally not sneezing, like spreading their germs everywhere. So I don't know, like maybe this is a way to make everybody more hygienic, everybody more self-aware of being clean and not like just like sneezing all like if you sneeze, like take for instance, if you're in a room and sitting with 15 people, just put like a classroom scenario. If you sneeze, your sneeze like flies like in a 10-foot circle and just spreads everywhere. Like when people just sneeze and don't cover their mouth, like even if you cover your mouth and sneeze, that stuff is still just spraying everywhere. So like maybe like this is probably, I know for a fact this is making people way more hygienic, self-aware, like everybody cleaning their stuff. So like I think everything's gonna work out and people will just be more clean. What's bad about that? Like, and if this is like some big dry run scenario, if we ever do encounter a real pandemic that could threaten the survival of our species or just threaten our modern day civilization where it collapses, like what's wrong with like practicing just to see what works and what doesn't work? And then like if we've been so accustomed to it, like let's say like 5 years from now, we keep doing what we're doing, like everybody like masks and gloves and all that stuff, and then a real one comes out, right? Then at least maybe it can be somewhat containable. So like stop. Yeah, I'm gonna stop totally talking about it. So basically what I think is, I don't think the world economy is gonna collapse. I think there's gonna be a hit, but I think like things are gonna start shifting where the people work from home. People, hopefully, like I hope they're helping homeless people and trying to get them back in the workforce, because if what they should do, what would be a good idea is like people like, oh, you're trying to round up all the homeless people and putting them in no, they're not. They're trying to put them in rehabilitation centers. Like what's wrong with like trying to, if you could get 20% of the homeless people into the workforce, that would be a massive boost to the economy, right? Because like some homeless people, they're just normal people, right? They just had a couple things of bad luck, and like a lot of homeless people, they just need a little bit of help. Like they might have a substance problem, they might have like a little mental issue, or what, it might just be like they're down on their luck. So like this would be a perfect chance just to help, like give them a helping hand, like and like get them to classes, get them some training, whatnot, all that stuff. And then like if you get 20% of people that are down on their luck, like no jobs, not even homeless people, just people like down on their luck without jobs. If you get like after all this happens, like 20% of those people's back to work, that would be a huge boost to the economy. And I also think we're gonna realize that like we're all one world, right? Like I get it, the United States, we have like every country has their own little thing, but we're a global economy. China and the United States are connected. We are symbiont beings. Like China needs America, America needs China. Like I don't know how is that Obi-Wan Kenobi says like the Force is symbiont, the Force needs us and we need the Force. So like the whole world is one giant economy, and I think this is like everybody's gonna realize that. Why do we need to go to war with each other? We need to like focus on our improvement. We need to focus on like spreading out, like making a colony on Mars, and we need to stop doing these wars. Like if we could just consolidate us and have one goal, like I don't know, mining the moon or space exploration, or I don't know, building underwater cities, or trying to cure like diseases, or just like trying to make things better. Like that's a good thing to do. Like we should all like, I know everybody is like, no, it's the world government, it's the one world order, and Lucifer is gonna come down, and come on, that's not gonna happen. It's just, what is wrong with having, like, I don't know, like united Earth? Why can't we just have a united Earth, right? We still have our countries. It's just like a different form of the United Nations, but just call it the United Earth. And like I hope that's what we're going into. Like I hope it's not like turning in, gonna be even worse afterwards. But anyway, let me get this shot of it. That's a cool sunset right there. Hey, what's up? Look at this pit bull come talk to me. Hey, buddy, how's it going, dude? How's it going, man? Do you smell my kitty? He's like, I smell your kitty. He smells Izzy. Like, what's up, man? This dude just chilling. Pit bull. Pit bulls are like super friendly. Um, I've never like had a pit bull like bark at me. Like every time a pit bull comes up, it like totally just wants to be petted and everything. Wow, alright, well, enough of this. Like, everybody have a good one. Don't be stressed out. Go get some exercise. Go do some push-ups. Go jog. Go ride your bike. Just make sure, keep it, just, if they say stay 6 feet away from people, stay 6 feet away from people. Is it really a big deal? You know, all I'm saying is, like, everything's gonna be alright. Here's the doggy again. What's up, doggy? What's up, doggy? Pit bull and my surfboard. Whose dog is this? Oh, it's their dog. Alright, signing off. This is Silent J. Have a good one. I'm gonna go see what's going on because everybody I'm with, they don't want to put their face or voice on my camera. So, oh wow, this is a nice seat. There we go. By the morning, that's gonna be perfect. Alright, peace out, peoples.